Now let's swing over to Florida, where Donald Trump has been on the move. Jeff Semple is there. And Jeff, are we expecting to hear from him shortly?
Yeah, I think we're expecting to hear from him pretty shortly. We can tell you that it's our understanding that Donald Trump has now arrived inside the convention center here, just to my left, where they are holding his campaign is holding the official election night watch party. So while you may not be hearing from Kamala Harris, we are expecting to hear from Donald Trump, who has just arrived, and they've just opened the street. It was quite a flurry of activity, Donna, as hundreds of people here who are still looking, some of whom are still looking through the fence, were running around this field trying to get a glimpse of the motorcade, and it went through before about as fast as you could say it. And so Donald Trump has now arrived inside, it's believed, and in the motorcade, and the street in front of the convention center has now reopened. And among those of us running around here trying to get a glimpse of Donald Trump on what is looking like a big night for him, we met our friend here who we first met earlier, I guess yesterday now, Eastern Time, on Global National, Simon Frenette, who is from Trois-Rivières, Quebec. Drove 26 hours to be down here, and you're Canadian, not an American, so you can't vote in this election, Simon.
I can vote.
So why did you want to be here?
I wanted to come here because the election are very important. The result of the election in United States is very important because it will influence the direction of the Canada will take in the next year. We know the election in Canada are the next year. So if Kamala Harris on the left win, but it will be more easy for all in Canada to take the left direction. So we absolutely want to take the right direction.
So an important election, there's no doubt about that. We got the T-shirt here, which of course is an image from Butler, Pennsylvania. One of what we think were two apparent assassination attempts on former President Trump. But it's an important election. Why did you want to be here on Trump's turf in West Palm Beach to experience it yourself? It's a long way to come. You could have watched it at home on TV.
Some people go in vacancy in Mexico. So this year I went here to live the election day.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
I love politics. I read. I love politics. I am very implicated in politics. So it was very important for me to be here. It's an experience of a life. I went to see a rally of Donald Trump in Scranton in August. It was a very beautiful experience. So the conclusion was today to live here.
Yeah, to come here. An interesting vacation choice. Simon also brought his wife here, but she's a little camera shy, so she's shy. She's hiding just over there. Last question for you, Simon. I mean, given the results that we are seeing so far, it's looking like Donald Trump now has a clear path to victory. It's not over yet, but it's looking good for his side. What do you think of the results you've been seeing so far?
I know the pods give Donald Trump winner at 94%. So I am more optimist now than earlier yesterday. So I think he will win. I think.
Well, when we spoke earlier today for Global National, I know you said you were feeling nervous.
Yes.
I see you smiling now. A lot of smiles here, Donna. I mean, it's palpable here that you can feel the growing enthusiasm and the real sense that victory may be within reach here. And it'll be interesting to see now that the former U.S. President, Donald Trump, is now inside the convention center, at what point he takes the stage, and of course what he says, given that, as I say, things are starting to look pretty good for the former U.S. president, who may become just the second president in history to win 2 non-consecutive terms. The last one happened back in 1893, so potentially very historic night here. And as you can see, it's pretty late, but a lot of Donald Trump supporters are say they're willing to stick it out and want to hear what the former president has to say.